I admit to you that I am shaken. I am deeply, deeply troubled. And my goal, well, why am I shaken? Let's show. You might have heard in the news that Fox News has released a poll in the very recent past. And this poll was done over 3 days, the beginning of the month. It involved two highly respected polling firms, and they were live operators, right? This was not an automated poll. And the findings of this poll, some of the findings, are in the news right now. We are going to look at this poll in depth today, and I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you why I'm shaken. Because of what this reflects for the future. What it reflects in the poison in the body politic, the possible prognosis that we have a cancer in the body politic that may not be able to be cut out or even cured, and that will possibly end with the death knell of the republic. Now, I want to say that I believe in God, I believe in miracles, and I believe that this country could be saved. I still do believe that. But there does come a tipping point. There does come a time when you round a bend as a nation, and then the consequences of that turn are going to be played out, such as what happened with the northern 10 tribes of Israel when the Assyrians came in and swept them away, or when Judah, Jerusalem, were taken into captivity by the Babylonians and the temple was destroyed. There came a point in Israel's behavior when God said judgment is coming. And I think it was Jeremiah. He said, if Samuel stood before me, I wouldn't listen. It wouldn't matter who prayed right now. I would not listen. So I'm hoping that that is not the case. I hope that we haven't gotten there. But folks, the findings of this poll are very troubling. And I will, let's talk about them. The big news, of course, is that Barack Hussein Obama's numbers are at an all-time low. He's at 38% job approval rating. His high was the first week of his presidency, 65%. In those glorious days when we had elected this young man, our first black president, and there was a sense of euphoria with some people. Well, he's been downhill ever since, and right now he's cratered. Most of the news is focusing on that, but there is a lot of stuff in this that we need to bear in on. Some of the specifics. On healthcare, his approval is at 36%, the economy, 36%, and foreign policy at 33%. I want to point out to you, and again, this is one of those troubling aspects, all right? I want to point out to you that constitutionally, the presidency has nothing to do with healthcare. And arguably, the president, as the chief executive, has little to do with the economy, except for perhaps whatever his foreign policy might do to impact foreign trade. But even treaties are not in the purview of the presidency. They're in the purview of Congress. So when we look at this poll, one of the backstories is that a major news source and most Americans have drunk the Kool-Aid. That we actually believe that Obama or that any president has a role in our health care and that he should be creating jobs. I mean, what is he, God? What have we become as a constitutional republic? What have we become as a people who watch a man swear an oath to uphold the Constitution when he is plunging and lunging forward into areas in which he has no constitutional duty or authority? Now, on the foreign policy, clearly the president has a key role there. And he's been an embarrassment. His numbers are really bad there. Only 33% believes that he has done a good job with foreign policy. I mean, when you look at his debacles with oil production and our relationship with Syria, with Iran, and blinking and blinking and blinking, with Syria saying we're going to run in and then no, we're not going to do anything, with Russia, with all of his saber rattling, not even accurately assessing the situation in Crimea. When you look at what he's doing with Egypt, when you look at the fact that he's been spying on our allies with the NSA program, it's understandable why he's at 33%. So the one area where he could do the most constitutionally, he is in the tank. And the two areas where he's got little or no authority to even be there, he's still in the tank. All right, I've got to take a break. When we come back, we want to take a look at who is supporting the president. In other words, what is this block of people that still love this man? And I want to give some of you the most important prayer that you could pray right now for your own soul when we return. This is the Voice of Resistance.